from the News Channel 5 Network. This is SCORE on Business.
Hey, welcome to SCORE on Business. I'm Pete Hendricks, a serial entrepreneur, and your host for today. Many prospective entrepreneurs aren't sure where to start. We'll start providing a tip on each show. Also, SCORE offers low-cost classes and no-charge counseling specifically to guide folks through thinking about starting and succeeding in business. The first step would be either attending our Start Your Business workshop or reaching out to SCORE for an initial appointment. And our website is scorenashville.org. Buying a franchise will be a good choice for many, though you need to make sure and do your homework. We provide low-cost seminars most Saturdays and some evenings. In March, we have Start Your Business, Write Your Business Plan, Financial Projections for your business plan, and more. Information on all these events is available at scorenashville.org. Click on the Workshops tab at the top of the page. So your tip for this show: it takes a while to get up and running and to reach profitability. Make sure you plan for personal and your business financial needs during ramp up. You may be able to start part-time. Investors will not have interest in giving you money until you have a story to tell. So understand you've got to build a story to tell on your own dime. Finally, you may consider membership with the National Federation of Independent Businesses. In the world of politics, you're either at the table or on the menu, and they are on the table, and they're at the table on our behalf, and this is not a paid advertisement. So our first guest today, we've got Blake Hogan and Dan Berry with Bunker Labs. Thanks so much for being here. Blake and Dan are starting Bunker Labs. Bunker Labs is a nonprofit business incubator to assist military veterans in starting and succeeding as entrepreneurs. And can you all just tell us a little bit about what Bunker Labs is doing and why this is important and the why for each of you?
Yeah, absolutely, Pete. First of all, thank you for having us. It's an honor to be on the show. Look, Bunker Labs' mission is very straightforward. It's to launch America's next greatest generation, and it's so that we can then lead innovation in the American economy. So we have 6 fully operating Bunker Labs around the country, from D.C. to Silicon Valley, from Austin, Texas to Chicago, Illinois, and then, of course, right here in Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah. So why? Why for you? Why for you, Dan? Why don't you go ahead, Dan, and share with us?
Sure. So I started transitioning out of the Army a handful of months ago, and I always had an entrepreneurial desire. You know, start a business, sometimes work for myself in some capacity. But leaving the Army, I found that it's hard to get connected to a professional network that can really support that desire. Bunker Labs, what we've been doing is trying to build a network, a community around veterans who have that desire to start businesses, launch and grow businesses, and really give them the tools to succeed with the resources and network that we can provide.
And I guess it just makes sense when you've had a career in the military, everybody you know is in the military, and so you come out, and if you want to start a business, we all know it. You know, we have to have contacts, we have to have folks to bounce things off of, and one of the things you all are addressing is that.
Yeah, absolutely. And the other part of that, of the why, is that, just taking into history into consideration. So World War II, we had the largest veteran population we've ever had. We had almost 16 million veterans, and Pete, about half of them went on to own or operate a business. So if we walked out in the street here in 1955, we'd run into 3 or 4 businesses that would be run by veterans. So you just had this built-in professional network. And now you've got the smallest veteran population you've ever had. That's the most technically proficient, highly educated, and they've been proven to succeed in business almost twice as likely over their civilian peers. But there's just that lack of the network. So having these labs in these key markets around the country provides what we would call force multipliers. So now you've got networks all over the country, and then you've got a group of folks locally that can help you do that. And my real why is I was commissioned in 2008, and we were surging into Iraq, and plans to be an infantry officer, and I broke my hip and foot going on a really long walk in training for 6 months, and had a different trajectory. And when I ultimately left the Marine Corps in 2012, I felt like I'd kind of watched the war go by on the news and thought I needed to figure out a way to partner up with my fellow service members and find a way to make a difference with what I was good at, and doing that as an entrepreneur became my new mission. And so we look at this as like it's serving our fellow service members. So that's what drives us.
Well, I've certainly been impressed, and as you know, I'm volunteering with you all.
Absolutely.
So I really believe in what you're doing.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Pete.
So, what are the resources that you're going to have for prospective entrepreneurs?
Sure. So, if somebody coming right off active duty or a seasoned veteran, somebody who's been an entrepreneur in the past, what we're trying to do is plug them into a network and send them through a 14-week cohort where they can get connected to the community, to capital, and ultimately to customers who can validate their ideas or their services or their products and really help them launch these businesses. So what we're trying to do is just take as many resources as we can bring to bear and get it behind a relatively small group of companies to ultimately make them successful. Be it there's 3C's community capital or that network.
Yeah. So let's dive into some of what you were sharing. So part is community, and one thing that you all are doing is having a monthly.
It's a monthly veterans happy hour where we where it's not so much just come, show up, drink a beer, make awkward conversation, but it's generally structured so that there's people walk away, they'd still get that beer, but they walk away having achieved something tangible, be it a new network connection, somebody that can help them find a new vendor, or somebody that can help them provide services to them to help them grow that business. So we do it in a structured manner so that people are almost forced to provide an offer and a request. So if they say, hey, I'm Dan Barry, I specialize in operational efficiency, and I can help you plan an operations strategy for your launch of your business. My request is I need an introduction to the CEO of some major corporation in town so we can have a conversation about Bunker Labs Nashville. Something in that manner where it's aspirational, but it's also tangible. And hopefully you walk away with with your need filled.
I like the way that you have it where it's not just go and drink a beer, but you had 3 different whiteboards, and there was crawl, walk, and run. So people thinking at the different stages. Yeah. Now tell us about this cohort. Is it 14 weeks?
Yeah. So it's 14 weeks. So we build on that social hour. So you've got that happening all year round. So really what we're doing is creating an environment for people to connect, create meaningful relationships, and take action on their businesses. And so the 14-week cohort happens at the Bunker Labs locations all around the country. And this first Bunker Labs Nashville cohort will kick off on April 7th. It'll run for 14 weeks. And Pete, what we do is we end up breaking that up into the entrepreneurial mindset, that things like confidence, risk mitigation, developing your perception of how to make decisions in a chaotic environment, but when it comes to the business environment. And what we're not doing is doing accounting 101, legal 101, branding 101, and the way we do that is through our mentors. What's actually happening at the cohort is people are put in the hot seat like we are right now, and they're asked critical questions about their business, and then are receiving feedback from their peers, and then up through the group, and then ultimately through the members or mentors. And then what we do is called an after action report. We report that all up, source all the needs, and then go out in the community to help create the opportunity for those businesses. So a real specific example, when we were in Austin, Texas, we had a Marine that had a company called Unsweet Tea, and he was just hustling. He was selling them out the back of his Tahoe to 2 independent stores, and he applied for the Bunker Labs and said, look, I've got a business model. It's guys that are willing to work and people that like tea. I said, all right, well, let's see what we can do. And through the network, we were able to help them get from 2 stores to 15 stores in that 14 weeks. So we're really working to make tangible strides in their companies. And then through part of that, provide them an opportunity to pay it forward and serve their other service members in the community.
So is it 14 weeks? Is it once a week that they meet?
Correct.
And for how long? Is it in the evening?
It is. So it'll be every Thursday starting April 7th from 6 to 9 p.m. at the Nashville Entrepreneur Center. And we've partnered with the Entrepreneur Center to carry out a broader veteran entrepreneurship initiative. And our primary effort will be on the Bunker Labs cohort, the 14-week program.
Awesome. Gentlemen, thanks so much for being here. Oh, the website, and if people want to apply, so, another word for the cohort might be accelerator or incubator. If folks want to look into that, how do they reach you?
Yeah, so right now you've got the easiest way to do it is go to ec.co, which is the entrepreneur's website, and scroll to the Bunker Labs Nashville logo, click on that, and you'll find all the information there and everything you need to apply.
One thing I really like about what you all are doing is you have access to so many different resources. SCORE is happy to help, and you're part of the Entrepreneur Center, and there are so many resources there, and there's so many successful veterans in this community that are excited about getting involved and providing mentoring. So it's awesome.
Well, thank you, Pete.
Okay, thanks, gentlemen, and ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back.